Yo, what up? It's your boy Jonathan Belcher coming to you in this video. I'm gonna be sharing with you a little bit of a different topic than what I normally talk about, because I am doing a life coaching series on my YouTube channel, a life coaching playlist. And I think this is very important that I share this information with you, because I'm sure it could save you from a world of trouble, a world of heartache, a world of just having to go through financial troubles and just stress and stuff like that. And I just had a call in to do this video. So make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't saw my videos before. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate those of you who have been commenting, liking, and subscribing. I really appreciate the love. It really means a lot. But in this video, I want to talk about something different than what I normally talk about. Really, this message is catered to the youth, the minority around the world. And what I want to talk about in this video is how to deal with police when you get pulled over in New York City. But really, this isn't just for New York City. This is really a global situation. But the reason why I felt the need to share is because, number one, I'm a young black man myself, and I've had a lot of experience with getting pulled over and dealing with the police in different situations. I'm not a criminal or anything like that, but I've had my fair share of experiences dealing with the cop. The most I've went to court before is for like traffic tickets and stuff like that. But other than that, normal stuff. But I realized something. There's a way to deal with cops to avoid trouble, to avoid you just causing a small situation to become a very large situation. And like I said, if you're young, you black, Spanish, whatever, in this country, in the United States, you have to stay tuned to this video. We've seen so many times in the past people just get stopped from a regular traffic stop, and that it results in them losing their life. That's stupid. That's ignorant. That doesn't make any sense. Although a lot of times the events that transpire is, the person is done wrongly, we still have to be aware of what's going on and aware of the police department, what they stand for and stuff like that. And I think once you understand that, it'll level the playing field for you and get you to not take things so personal. So make sure to watch this video to the very end, because I'm going to tell you how to deal with the police when they stop you and stuff like that. Now, what I do is, and of course I'm doing this video because I'm in the car right now. What I do is when I get pulled over by the cops. So first off, before you get pulled over, when you're driving, you should be the type of person sweeping the road. You shouldn't just be looking at the road ahead of you. You should be looking in your rear view mirrors. You should be looking in, making sure things are behind you are clear, that things on the side of you and things in front of you are clear as a driver. That's just protocol. And this is not about being paranoid or anything. This is just about making sure that you see what's going on all around you, so that you're not just snuck up on, or, somebody isn't in the street and you don't see them or something like that. So that's number one. Just always be cognizant of your surroundings, so that if you are in a situation where you may be speeding and you see a cop or something in the corner, you could just slow down, or you can, choose not to take that wrong turn, or choose not to run that red light you want to run, things like that. So that's number one. That's most important, just prevention. But number two is, once you do get pulled over by the cops, right? Of course, they're gonna come to your car, and if they're a good cop, they're gonna explain to you the reason why they pulled you over. Now, a lot of times they won't do this. Sometimes they just jump straight into license and registration, please. And I've had my fair share experience with this, right? But I'm gonna tell you, there's a way to deal with police in a way that gets them back to doing their job, gets them away from you, and gets you back on the road, back home to your family safely, gets them back home to their family safely. And the way that you do it is, number one, when you first get pulled over, take your keys out of the ignition of the car and put your keys on top of the roof of the car. You see how I'm doing, like so, right? You see my arm is going to the roof of the car. And then take both of your hands and place them on the steering wheel. I can't place my right hand on the steering wheel, obviously, because I'm using it to hold the camera. But take both hands and place them on the steering wheel. Now, when the cop comes and walks up, this gesture of putting your keys on top of your car and putting both hands on the steering wheel lets the cop know, I'm not a threat to you. I'm not trying to drive off on you. I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way. I understand you're an authority, and I'm just here being a law-abiding citizen. That's the message that you automatically send. I've even had a cop say to me before, man, like, I don't know who your parents are, but I really respect them and I appreciate them, because very rare have I ever seen any kid stop the car and put their car keys on the roof of the car. I really, really appreciate that. And guess what? He ended up not giving me a ticket. He ended up letting me go just off of the kind gesture alone, right? So let me take the keys from off the top of the roof before I can get it. Right? All right, so now let me roll up back the window. So that's a great way to automatically diffuse the situation before the cop even gets to your car. Now when he gets to your car, he's gonna see that. Sometimes it doesn't make a difference. Sometimes you gotta understand, police, you have police who are, you know, more on the corrupt side. You have police who are more, they're just trying to do their job. They're not really targeting anybody. They're just trying to do their job the right way, and they want to get back home to their family. That's all they're trying to do. And I believe most police are like that. But then you have some who are very aggressive, and they come at you with an attitude, and they kind of don't treat you like a human being. And I understand the response you want to have. You want to lash out, you want to argue with them, you want to, you know, let them know, look, don't talk to me like that. You want to do all of those things because you're a human being, and I get that. They're an asshole. That's a reflection of that police officer. It's not a reflection of you. But understand that no matter where their energy is going as a police officer, your energy has to stay respectful. Remember, everything I tell you everything is about energy in life. Everything is about the energy you're giving off. If you're giving off good energy and somebody's giving you bad energy, well, guess what? It's a reflection of that person. So what I do is they come to the car, they say, hey, license and registration. If they're a great cop, they'll tell me why they pulled me over, and I appreciate that. But sometimes they won't. They'll just skip to license and registration. And you have the right to ask, why did you pull me over? Now, if they don't want to tell you why they pulled you over, guess what? It's the police officer. You're not going to win against them. You're not going to win against them. Let me say this one more time. You're not going to win against them. So it's best just to keep it chill, keep a calm attitude. Just understand that, look, you want to get back to driving on the road, even if they got to give you a little quick ticket, whatever. But the point is to avoid jail. The point is to avoid a big ticket. The point is to avoid getting arrested. This is the point. The point is to avoid losing your life. That's why I'm making this video. So say good afternoon, good evening, officer. Just curious, why did you pull me over? I'm not exactly sure. Right? You might ask that question. They may or may not say it. If they have an attitude, cool. Now here's the next thing. I recommend, if you have any friends or family or associates that you know is a police officer, or you know they're a cop, I would recommend getting a PBA card from them every single year. Talk to them, get a PBA card from the cop that you know in your family, police officer, every single year. If you have 3 cops in your family, 4 cops as friends, whatever, family, whatever, associates, get PBA cards from all of them. Get PBA cards from all of them. I've been in situations where I got pulled over and the cop really, really looked out for me because I had 1 PBA card, 2 PBA cards, you know, and I explained to them, look, this is my aunt. This is my friend right here. He works for this precinct. And the PBA cards, 9 times out of 10, is going to get you out of a jam. 9 times out of 10, they might just not even write you a ticket. They might just tell you, have a good day. Or they might write you a ticket, but the lowest form of ticket, they could do something way worse, but they don't do the worst thing. They're going to cut you a break when you have a PBA card, because it shows that, you know, I'm part of I know people in the academy. You know, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have friends who are cops, so why would I do something stupid and I have friends who are cops? You know what I'm saying? I gotta turn this camera real quick, which is crazy because this thing ends in 10 minutes. I don't know why this camera, it cuts off in 10 minutes, so I'm almost done. So after that, remember, lose the attitude. You're not gonna beat these people. You're not gonna win because they're like low-level CIA people. That's what cops are, low-level intelligence group people. So the state is backing them, the courts are backing them, the government is backing them. So that's really what they're there to do, protect and serve really and truly the government for the most part. I mean, you have cops who are out here and they talk to kids and they try to really make a difference, but for the most part, they're just doing their job and they're trying to meet their quotas. Your job is to try to keep the trouble at a minimum, right? Now, here's the thing. If you have guns and weapons in the car or something like that, a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about might not work. They could search your car with just probable cause. They need a warrant to go inside of the trunk, though. So they should have a warrant. Sometimes they would override that, though. But probable cause, they could search your car. So remember these things. Remember these things. Keep your energy calm. Be respectful. Put your keys on top of the thing. Don't try to drive off. Don't talk crazy. Don't make any crazy abrupt movements. And you're going to be all right as long as you just follow what I'm saying in this video. No quick abrupt movements. If you do have a licensed gun on you and you're registered to carry, you might want to tell the officer, look, I got a gun on me, but I want you to take it out my waist. You can reach in the car, do whatever you want to do. And the reason why we seen what happened with Philando Castile, right? We also seen what happened with Sandra Bland. We seen a lot of these occurrences over and over and over again where things escalate when it did not have to escalate. People lost their life when they did not have to lose their life. So understand that, first and foremost, everything with the police is not a personal encounter. It's not always personal. Let them do their job and get out of there. That's the best way to look at it. But important is keep your energy good. They might try to disrespect you. You know what I'm trying to say? And for those of you who want to hold a camera in your car for when they pull you over, right? I know some people who want to hold a camera in their car when they pull them over. Now, they might take offense to that, but just tell them, look, I just have this camera here. It's always rolling. It's always recording. It's just for the safety of both you and me, right? You tell a cop that. It's for the safety of both you and me. I want you to get home safely to your family. I want to go home safely to my family. And they more or less should respect that if they're a coherent individual. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's the little things when you get pulled over. You know what I mean? It's not the big things. Automatically, though, if you know you dead ass wrong, you're probably going to be more nervous and you're probably going to be more suspicious than the average person, though. So I want to give you that. But if you know you dead ass wrong, you got to go into actor Oscar mode, right? You got to become Johnny Depp. And you got to still be respectful. You got to still show your PBA card. Even if you know you got a gun in the car, you got drugs in the car, whatever, that's not the right way to be, because all of this don't really matter if they find this out, right? But what I'm saying is you still got to put that poker face on. But at the end of the day, it's not even a poker face. Just understand this is a human being just like you. And they're there to do their job. And at the end of the day, they might have picked on you. But you could diffuse the situation from where it started from. And I'm just telling you little tips and tricks you can do, or how to talk to them in the right way with manners, saying good evening, little things like that. How you doing, officer? Little things like that help you out. It helps you out. Instead of, you saying, yo, what the fuck you pull me over? That works for some people. Only some people can argue with them. We know that we don't get those same rights. We don't get that. We're not entitled to the same things. We can't just lash out at them and talk to them any type of way. We might end up not making it home, unfortunately. So I'm really making this video for the youth and also for the parents out there. If you got a young child, you should show them this video. You should show them this video. Make them watch this video. This is a very important video to help save your child's life. You know what I mean? Like, this is very, very important stuff. So without any further ado, this is your boy Jonathan Belcher. Make sure to share this video with 5 friends or family who who may need this video. Some people who may have run-ins with the law. They need to understand how to deal with the police. Everything is all energy. If you keep your energy good and pure and speak to them respectfully, got your PBA card, most part you're gonna be good. But make sure to subscribe to my channel. All the links is in the description. All the links you need is in the description below. And I also appreciate donations, all the donations you've been sending in, whether a lot, a little bit. I really, really appreciate it. Every little penny counts, and it helps me to continue to create content for this channel. So I appreciate you. If you're not in business with me, but you're just supporting me through donations, I really, really appreciate that as well. Without any further ado, this is your boy Jonathan Belcher. I'm gonna see you later on in the next video. Peace.